I might be going down a well-trodden path here because Fourth Wing is a TikTok best-selling book series by Rebecca Yarros. But I have some thoughts about it. First off, I don't often read the BookTok books because I've been burnt a little bit by some of them. You will eventually get my feelings about Lightlark. But this one sort of drew my interest. I thought I liked the idea. I do enjoy some fantasy stories, and it's readily available everywhere because it's done so well. So I picked it up at my local supermarket and gave it a go. When I started it, I was a little bit unsure. It's very dark at the beginning with its ideas, but for what on the surface looks like quite a fluffy story about someone meeting dragons and falling in love with someone, it's actually quite complicated and interesting. So there is sort of effort put into the world building. The characters themselves are really well developed and interesting, and the side characters also have an agency and a purpose. The story goes to some interesting places, and you might almost predict where some of the story is going to go, but it still does it in an interesting and unusual way. And I think the dragons are what lift it to being a really enjoyable read, because the dragons also have their own personalities and their own interactions and their own kind of purposes in the story. I'm definitely well involved in the story and will be reading Iron Flame when it comes into paperback as well. So probably not one to dismiss, this one. I think it's easy to look at a BookTok thing and think it might not have a lot of substance, but this definitely is quite a decent fantasy series that's worth exploring if you kind of enjoy those sort of things. Definitely got sort of some edges of the Hunger Games to it, in that it's sort of a contest to be selected that may not always end well for people. But yeah, definitely check this out. There's a lot of substance and heart to this story.